So this is pork stew, pork, potatoes, onions, carrots that I had pressure canned in jars, quart jars. And 1 quart jar does 1 tray of on the freeze dryer. I have a large freeze dryer. So I'm just gonna reconstitute. I'm totally experimenting just to see what it turns out like. I needed to add just a tiny bit more water, just maybe a couple tablespoons. I'm just gonna let it sit for a minute. Okay, I'm gonna make a small amount of roux, just like a half a teaspoon of salt, a half a cube of butter, and a half a cube of flour. With a roux or a white sauce, you always use the same amount of butter as flour and increase the salt as you go up. Once you get the butter melted and incorporated into the flour, you take it off the heat before you add liquid. Incorporate it. It's always nice to brown the butter just a little bit. Browned butter is kind of like always part of the secret sauce. And it gives the flour some flavor that it wouldn't have otherwise. I'm gonna let it toast just for a minute. Okay, it's got just a little bit of color now, and I'm gonna add the milk. When it's off the heat, you just keep stirring and stirring and stirring with a whisk of some kind until all the lumps are incorporated. You don't want lumpy sauce. It shouldn't lump if you kept it up. Cream, that consistency, or pancake batter. That's what I'm looking for. So this is the rehydrated pork stew, and I'm gonna incorporate it into the white sauce or the roux. If I was gonna make this into stew, I would give it a little more water, but I don't want it runny. I'm gonna make meat tarts, which we call pasties. These are not traditional Cornish pasties. They're my own recipe that I've been making for many, many years. And I'm just gonna incorporate the white sauce. Okay, so because I'm keeping it real, I had to open another package of pork stew, freeze-dried pork stew, because I had too much roux and I don't want it to be soupy. I want it to have mostly meat and potatoes and carrots. So I rehydrated this and I'm gonna add it to the roux, and it should come out just right. What I should have done is taken about half the roux out and added the pork stew to a lesser amount of roux, but I didn't. I'm just gonna mix that really good so it all gets coated. And still just a little more soupy than I would prefer, but we'll just, I don't know, we'll just see how it turns out. You always have to have the pie crust wet enough and enough flour, but not too much. It's kind of tricky. So I'm gonna get a clean spot here. I'm gonna get it pretty thin. So this is a little soupier than I would normally have it, but I'm gonna try it. These are just little savory meat tarts. I always have to turn them because I can't do it. I can't pinch them from the other direction because I'm right-handed. Always use parchment. You'll thank yourself when it comes out of the oven. I'm just doing it for our dinner. I'm not doing it really to show off. But if it helps you realize you don't have to be perfect, you can just do stuff and have fun doing it. These are not perfect. Well, that one came out almost round. It's a novel idea. I love making tarts. I think tarts are therapy. And I did another video. It's called, I'm reciting a poem named Mary. And I made berry tarts and peach tarts. Tarts are just, they make you happy to make them and they make you happy to eat them. I don't know why. Even if they're savory or sweet, doesn't matter. Maybe the pie crust is the secret. I don't know, everybody likes pie crust. So this one didn't have quite enough moisture in it, so it's gonna be a little hard to roll out, but I'm gonna roll him out anyways. I'm gonna force his hand. Gonna make him conform to my will. This is just going to be a little one. See how it turns out. You're not after perfection. You're after something that tastes good and is aesthetically pleasing in some way. I don't know. Tarts always turn out somehow. For some reason. I'm just gonna whip egg white. Coat the crust. You don't have to do this, but it does make them prettier. It makes them just have this sheen. I'm gonna put spice on top and it makes the spice stick. So I use everything bagel, but I have used just coarse salt and black pepper before. We've kind of gotten addicted to the everything bagel, so I put it on a lot of stuff. You can use like steak seasoning, especially the coarse salt. It tastes really good with coarse salt and coarse pepper on it. Okay, I'm gonna throw it in the oven at 400 I'm gonna start with 15 minutes and see how it goes. So these look done, kind of, but they're not. You've got to see a little bit of bubbles gurgling out of the vent holes to make them done. Even though everything's cooked, you just want to have them, you want to have the crust crispy, flaky. Okay, now these are done. These are really good just at room temperature, so they're really hot right now. We don't like them real hot. We like them just kind of room temperature. Gonna go have a picnic with Mom.
Crust first. Crust is good. Those look yummy.
Mm-hmm. Let me see the inside. Oh, take a bite so I can see the meat. Oh, they're not too wet.
No, they're perfect.
I thought they were going to be too wet.
And the crust is just right.
Really meaty. And I thought they were going to be too soggy and wet, but they're not. That white sauce.
A wonderful thing to take camping or on a trip.
Yes. Perfect.